Welcome to the Ultimate Bloons TD6 strategy series, where I'm going to be showing you strategies for every single tower from the Dart Monkey to the Beast Handler and every single path in between. This will show you how to diversify your setup and get better, along with seeing some stats, tips and tricks, and all of the strategies for every single one of the towers. And although that the series is geared more towards Chimps mode, this will also show you a lot of tips and tricks that apply to the standard game and will allow you to win with a new style.
Moving on, we have Admiral Brickell, and Admiral Brickell definitely is a really awesome hero that I love using a lot. She has a lot of great strategies and a lot of really cool towers that you can use with her, especially with the Mermonkey introduction. So let's start off by taking a look at a bunch of the important levels, and there's quite a few important ones. They're more like very big and impactful levels and a bunch of gradual ones, so it's something like Sawdust. So level 3, get the Naval Tactics ability, which will be buffing up your water towers a lot. It's really great. Level 5, the ability will grant lead detection, which is really important. You can use that as a good clutch for around 28. A lot of times won't really work out for 30 though. Level 7, you get the chain mine ability, which isn't too impactful in the early game, but in the later game it can help out a decent bit when Brickell's pistol gets really strong with single target for no reason. Level 10 is the mega mine ability, which is a huge thing. I'm going to talk a lot about that later. And then the rest of these levels are kind of gradual increases, nothing crazy. It's not like Brickell's known for her damage. She can do more single target damage than you can think, but nothing much. And level 19, you get the global ability effect, so it will affect water towers everywhere. And level 20, you have the crazy buffed Moab mine, mega mine thing, Jigger, whichever it's called, which is really strong. So the XP rate is 1.425x speed, which means that we won't be getting level 20, but this means that this is one of the Energizer heroes where we can get Energizer in and we'll be getting great effects. Although it's not really for the level specifically, you're really getting level 20 out of this, which is a good addition, but it's really for the cooldowns, because half off cooldowns on water towers nearby, that is kind of crazy and very strong actually. In particular, we're going to be looking at this with Pirate Lord, because we'll be getting a lot of hooks. You also could use this with like Arctic Knights, although that really isn't going to be the best, because on the maps where you could use it on, the water and wall spots won't really be the best. Anyway, strategies that it involves, we're just going to be submarines and boats, plus now mermonkeys, which is really cool. So you can use the mermonkeys with the water next to Brickell, and they will get buffed, which is a nice cool addition. I really like the Brickell with pop side, and it's a pretty funny strategy and kind of over the board, I guess, but you can do it. So the pros is that it has an amazing buff, huge burst damage ability, buffs water monkeys. The cons is that it requires a lot of water most of the time, though, needs good cleanup for the ability, and then it's limited to water monkeys, of course. Also, Brickell can be harder to use with advanced strategies, which is one of the objectives that I'm going to be looking at. Well, not really looking at, just going to be more talking about. So there's the typical water Brickell strategies, of course, but you can do something more advanced called mine stacking, where you stall out rounds a bunch and get a whole bunch of mega mines, like 3 or 4 of them, and then when the next wave comes in, you literally just like insta kill it. So you'll see me do this a lot for advanced strategies, where I stack a bunch of mines and then insta kill round 98. This is like the ZMGs at the beginning. It's pretty cool, pretty powerful, but this is like advanced strategy, and typically I'm not really going to be covering that in the series, but it's kind of just like the big thing about Brickell, so I might as well mention it while I'm here. Anyways, for this first run, we're just going to be looking at a very standard Brickell with a bunch of water towers, and then you'll buff them up. So the buffs aren't passive, they're like the ability based, which is really mostly level 3. Level 10 is kind of a damage, like single target, but it will affect everything, like huge area of effect with some good single target that will affect the first layer. So, and one thing to note about that is that it can create a big rush of stuff, so you usually want to pair this with like a burst ability damage type thing, which could be naval tactics, but that means that you're always going to be doing mega mine followed by naval tactics, and the ability cooldown can like get off pair. So usually you don't really always want that, but sometimes, like if you're really line on that, it could be required. You could also bring in a snowstorm. You'll see snowstorms a lot in more advanced play. You could do very easily a Megamind into snowstorm. Either that, or you're gonna have a great cleanup tower, something like Bloon Solver or Glaive Lord, whatever it might be, to clean up all the junk that's being sent through from the Megamind blasts. Did I just say Megamind? I mean, maybe you have a Megamind if or you are Megamind if you can do that. Anyways, we're going to be moving on. You can use the Brickell abilities in the early game, the level 3 and level 7. Level 7 does do a whole lot in the early game because Brickell isn't necessarily like that crazy strong, but I was able to just get some water towers. We have the aircraft carrier, which is really strong. The reactor at the top, it's just going to be decamo and plus doing a little bit of damage, I guess. I'll remove that place for a village. A lot of times I'd outbuff the aircraft carrier, well, not the aircraft carrier specifically, just the destroyer, the tier 3, but here I can't do that, so I guess I just didn't. In replace, I'm just going to get a 032 sub to clean up some junk that's leaving by, and with that I was able to get a carrier flagship, and then I'm going to be saving up for a preemptive strike. And all of this together with Brickell's abilities will be able to do a lot and deal with a lot too. So I get that preemptive strike. DDTs aren't going to be an issue until round 95. I'll have a solution for that though. Now I'm just going to grab some support. We'll get an embrittlement, which is nice. I'll grab a discount there, and we'll go towards a super glue 2, which will be really cool. So we'll just get we have our damage up now. We'll just be slowing things down, and everything's generally taken care of. The super glue will help out a lot against round 98. The Brickell Megamind to level 3, and then the super glue will kind of just be able to hold round 99. Everything's good. I can first strike 100, and all the rounds in between kind of go the same as followed. So basically the Brickell strategies, they definitely are a lot of fun, and it's not just like limited to these two towers. Of course, you can do them with any water tower. You can combine and pair the two, just like find two water-based towers that might have a synergy together, and then Brickell will do an overall buff of them with her level 3 ability, which is really nice. So just for that, you could get the level 3 ability, which is cheap. You'll get like the passive sea mines, the pistols, actually pretty good at single target damage later on, and level 10, it's a pretty good deal. And if you're using water monkeys, I definitely recommend at least considering using Brickell with her. And then round 98, it's just simple. When the stuff's going by, we just use that level 3 ability, it's all gone. 99 disappeared too, and then 100, we can just first strike that open, and we got it. Now let's take a look at another example, which is really fun. We're bringing in the Energizer. So unlike the other heroes that pair well with Energizer, this one is for a little bit of a different reason. Really the only big upgrade that you're going to be getting, besides these like random pistol upgrades that I guess will make it a little bit better, and like sea mine upgrades, is that we're going to be getting the level 20 Megamind, which does like 10,000 or something. I forget exactly how much damage. It's a lot of damage. It will just like insta-kill those, well, not insta-kill, it will one-shot the COMG layers. All the other stuff will come underneath it, but you can use like level 3 ability and that will clean it up. However, the big deal about using Energizer with Brickell is that you'll get the ability cooldowns reduced by 100%, so they're going to be half off when they're in range of the Energizer, and this will include Brickell. It also includes Pat Fusty, which is pretty funky, but Pat Fusty generally isn't the best with Energizer because, well, you could get like double uptime roar, but there's better things that you can do. It's a fun strategy-ish. You'll get double uptime naval tactics here, which is really nice, which is really good. Actually, kind of the same thing as like double uptime roar, but this time you're going to be getting, instead of double uptime, Pat's hug, which is definitely not the most useful thing in the world. You'll be getting double uptime, well, not double uptime, double mega mines, I guess, double damage mega mines perhaps, which is another really great addition. So you can be spamming mega mines. It's a lot easier to do mega mine stacks like this. Either that, it's going to be easier, you can do like way bigger ones, which is pretty nice. When Brickell got released, the mega mines did not cool down, so you could literally stack an infinite amount of them if you were able to get an infinite stall, which people did do. So that's pretty funky. I'm just talking about like back when these heroes were initially released, kind of cool. So that's pretty much like it there for what it synergizes with Brickell. However, you want to pair that with a tower. You could like pair it with any other tower, because we aren't going to just be having Brickell and an Energizer. That would be quite disastrous. There's no damage, so you're going to need a damage tower. I recommend Pirate Lord with this one, because why? You get good damage with Pirate Lord, but you also get double hooks. The cooldown will get cut in half for the hooks, and with that recent buff where Pirate Lord now takes out 6 hooks, because, well, there's like 6 hooks in the actual Pirate Lord thing, we're gonna be dealing twice as much, so kind of like 12 hooks ish. It's not like that there are 12 hooks now, it's just that they're gonna be coming back twice as fast, and you can hook in a lot of things like BFB after BFB after BFB. You can like grab a sizable amount of synergies, which is really nice. It's really something, and this thing definitely is pretty darn strong and a great combination. Plus with the super high uptime naval tactics, a bunch of mega mines, all this crazy stuff, it's actually really good and a lot of fun. So if you've never used Brickell with the Energizer, it's definitely something that you should check out, and one that I really want to try doing like some challenges with in the future too. So I'm gonna grab that Energizer up there. We have Pirate Lord going crazy. Of course, like any other damage tower would work there. You are going to be getting the benefits out of Brickell too, so it's not like you aren't really going to be having a super worthless Energizer. Brickell will get great benefits with Energizer, so you could do like carry flagship and glue storm. I guess you'll get more uptime on glue storm, which is really cool. Any other like ability based stuff. Pop Sidon's kind of out of budget, because Pop Sidon's already really expensive. Would be cool if you could do that, but a little out of budget. Arctic Knights, you wouldn't really get good maps with that, but you could just do like whatever ones that don't rely on abilities. You could get, I guess I said carry flagship there before, that has the glue storm ability along with it. You could do sub commanders, have like a really high uptime on the naval tactics for a whole bunch of sub commanders. Could be pretty funky, all that good stuff, and it's really nice and really chill. And watching this late game kind of sped up, where I'm literally just spamming mashing buttons. You probably could just mash buttons and win. You just need to note about round 95, that kind of issue. Maybe you'd have like MIB because you're safe and actually spending all this extra cash, but it was really fun. Round 97 just got deleted like kind of instantly from a hook and all that stuff. Round 98, super satisfying end, and yeah, I just love this strategy. It's really cool, and Brickell has some awesome things to her.
Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!